So it's that time of week again. IGN have announced the next batch of superstars in WWE 2K16. Now I did a video last week running down the list of superstars then, and now we've got the list for this week. I've got it in my hand here, so without further ado, let's go into the names. First of all, I'm going to start off with the most iconic name of this list. We got Sting. Sting was in last year, but it was the WCW version. We had the Crow Sting from the 90s, and we had Surfer Sting from the 80s. So from the pictures, it looks like we got 2015 Sting. You know, the short hair. Clearly about 50 years old. You know, we've got current Sting, we've got modern Sting, so it's a different type of Sting than we had last year, which is good because I wanted modern Sting in, and obviously modern Sting wasn't going to be in last year's game because it came out before he debuted, just before he debuted. So it was WCW Sting back then, we've got WWE Sting this year, so that's good. Next we've got the superstar who I'm most interested to play as this year. We got a full entrance video for him and he looks fantastic. We got former NXT champion Kevin Owens. Regardless of what anyone in WWE says, Kevin Owens is one of the best heels they've got today. I was really disappointed that I couldn't play as Kevin Owens last year, although I understood because he didn't even debut until December. So I'm going to really enjoy playing as Kevin Owens this year. Next, going through the list of people in NXT who debuted a bit too late last year, we've got Hideo Itami, the Japanese superstar. Obviously out on injury at the moment. Hideo Itami is one of my favourites in NXT at the moment. And it's going to be really fun to play as Hideo Itami as well. I've got some big plans for Kevin Owens and Hideo Itami in my universe mode because it's going to be really fun to play as these superstars. And it's the inclusion of these extra superstars like Kevin Owens and Hideo Itami that's going to keep me coming back. And there's only one person now in NXT that I really want to see in there, and that's Samoa Joe. We'll see. I do doubt it, but we'll see. Samoa Joe's not on this list. Next we've got the Bella Twins. I think it was kind of obvious that we're going to get in. One of them's married to Daniel Bryan, the other one's going out with John Cena. Two of the top divas in WWE today. Honestly, a lot of people bitch about them. I actually quite like the Bella Twins, but, you know, personal preferences and all that. Next we've got another NXT superstars, another one of my favourite NXT superstars. This time we've got Prince Pretty himself, Tyler Breeze. And from the look of the screenshot we got today, it looks like they've put a lot of effort into Tyler Breeze's entrance. He's got the selfie stick, he's lying on the apron. As you can see, the picture will be in this video. And Tyler Breeze just looks phenomenal in this game. Next we've got Adam Rose. Now, I'm not sure whether it's going to be current Adam Rose or whether it's going to be party, you know, Exotic Express Adam Rose. I don't know if it's going to be heel Adam Rose or babyface Adam Rose, but judging from the attire we got on the render scan, it looks like it might be the heel Adam Rose. Obviously, Adam Rose is one of the people who hasn't had his in-game version shown yet. It's only the render. Now, the render is obviously more, it's always more higher quality of a character than the in-game model itself. So we don't know what it's going to look like, and sometimes the renders are quite different to the actual in-game thing. So we don't know yet whether it's going to be Exotic Express Adam Rose or heel Adam Rose, but given how much time it's been since Adam Rose turned heel, it's probably going to be heel Adam Rose. He's probably not going to have the Exotic Express in his entrance. Next we got Heath Slater. It's Heath Slater. Next we got former NXT champion, the longest reigning NXT champion in history, Adrian Neville, one of my favourites on the main roster. IGN have listed him as Adrian Neville, so I don't know whether he's going to just be called Neville on the roster. Like, ever since he debuted on the main roster, he's been called Neville, which, just to throw it out there, is one of my least favourite decisions the WWE's ever done. I mean, the Adrian part was the most interesting part of that name. But Adrian Neville, whatever we want to call him, from Newcastle, he's in the game. Next we got Bo Dallas. Again, not really much I can say, it's Bo Dallas. Next we've got the Beast Incarnate himself, the man who beat The Undertaker's streak. We've got Brock Lesnar. And again, I'm sorry about that bad Paul Heyman impression. That's really bad, but Brock Lesnar's in the game. I couldn't resist doing that. Just going through this list quickly because obviously there's not really much I can say for each of these superstars. Next we've got Goldust. Now honestly, I'm kind of shocked to see Goldust in the game. Not because Goldust isn't on the main roster, he is, but because he spent a large part of this year out on injury. I think he actually got injured late last year, or it could have been very early this year. I don't know, but Goldust has spent a lot of the time on the shelf. I think it was early this year because I remember at Fastlane in February there was a match between Goldust and Stardust. That was the big culmination match between Goldust and Stardust, and it was about 4 minutes long. Yeah, Goldust is in the game, and from that point we've also going to get Stardust as well. So it's going to be Cody Rhodes' first appearance in a WWE game as Stardust. So I'm not actually that opposed to the Stardust character as a lot of people tend to be. I actually think it's an interesting character, and I'm going to be looking forward to playing as Stardust in WWE 2K16. Next we've got Jack Swagger. Again, not really much I can say. Jack Swagger is another jobber in WWE. I'd be surprised if he's still in the company 1 or 2 years from now. But I'm not going to complain about having more people to play as. So Jack Swagger, I like Jack Swagger, but obviously he's not really one of the top guys in WWE. Next we got Roman Reigns, one of the members of the Shield, or former members of the Shield. Looks fantastic in game. He's one of the few people whose in-game characters has actually been released as an image, and that will be in this video. You'll probably see it on the screen here somewhere. Roman Reigns does look phenomenal in this game. One of the closest, most on-point characters I've seen this year so far, up there with Kevin Owens and Triple H and John Cena as the most authentic looking superstars. Finn Balor as well looks quite close to real life, and Roman Reigns is one of those who also looks very close. So I'm very, very happy with the way Roman Reigns has turned out, because he looks very, very close to the real life counterpart. Next we've got one of my favourite legends and Hall of Famers of all time, Ric Flair, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. 16-time world champion, although unofficially 22-time world champion, but hey, let's go by WWE's records, eh? Ric Flair, always fun to play as Rick. You know, we don't know which version of Ric Flair it's going to be, whether it's going to be, you know, the 70s version, the 80s version, the 90s version, you know, retirement 2008 Flair. If I was going to pick any of them, I'd probably pick 80s Flair from the NWA, but we'll see what we get. He hasn't actually had anything more than just his character render released, and the character render, like I said before, isn't always very representative of how the character is going to look in game. If I had my choice though, it would be 1980s NWA Ric Flair. Next we've got another Hall of Famer again, not really a big surprise, although it was a big surprise when he first went into a WWE game 2 years ago. It's not really that much of a surprise now. We've got the Ultimate Warrior. Again, it's going to be kind of fun to play as the Warrior. Rest in peace. Ultimate Warrior, again, former WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion. He's going to be in 2K16. Next we've got another jobber. We've got Zack Ryder. Again, not really much I can say about Ryder, but you know, he's in the game. That's going to be fun. Now last, I'm going to throw these notes away. Last we've got another superstar who I'm going to be excited to play as, although we did get him in last year's game. We've got Sami Zayn. So there's the list of superstars who are in the game. I'm really, really happy with the way Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens have come out, because they look very close to their real life counterparts. Tyler Breeze looks pretty good as well. Sting looks pretty good. The only person I'm a bit sort of iffy about, Hideo Itami doesn't really look as good as he could do. He looks kind of, I don't want to say poor, but there's definitely something that needs tidying up about him. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Hideo Itami just doesn't look like he does in real life, so if there's any way they can fix that, I kind of hope they do. I'm not going to complain about it too much if that's how it looks in the finished product, because other people do look fantastic for their renders, you know, in game. So you know, with a character roster of 120, 1 or 2 not looking as good as they could do, I'm not going to cry about it. Hideo Itami might just be one of those guys this year, but you know what, I'm going to enjoy playing as Hideo Itami, whether he looks like Hideo Itami or he just looks like some random Japanese diet dude. I don't care. I'm excited to play as Hideo Itami, I'm excited to play as Kevin Owens, I'm excited to play as Tyler Breeze. These are the people who weren't in WWE games before, who are in there now. Stardust as a character is going to be fun. Him and Goldust being in the same game, maybe I can actually see Stardust versus Goldust in a match that should have actually happened instead of that 4-minute clusterfuck at Fastlane. So, who are you excited to play as? This brings the total up to, I think 28 now. I think it was 19 last week. Hang on. I've lost track. I think it's 38 actually. I think it's 38 people in the game so far. So that's, I think, 38 with 120 overall. So let me know who you're excited to play as. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Like this video, share it on social media. Subscribe. Again, as I always say, if you're a continued subscriber, thank you for your support. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go back and watch some of my other videos. I've got Let's Plays, I've got reviews, I've got all sorts of things. I might start up a few vlogs as well on this channel as well. Let me know what you want to see in the future. Go back and watch some of my other videos, because I've got a load on there. And if you like what you see, please subscribe, please like my videos and share them on social media, because I do appreciate the support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.